guys, it's Nassim here. Now before I start the video, I have one serious statement to make. The Apple Watch SE is my favorite Apple Watch in 2022, and let me tell you why. Now the Apple Watch SE is one smartwatch that I can say gave me the exact same experience as its much more expensive counterparts, and that's why it's so great, because it's the watch that gives you a bang for your buck. The Apple Watch SE has an incredible software that makes navigating through workouts, trackers, apps, and notifications very easy. It has an amazing battery life that is still able to last me for more than a day and a half with no problem. It has amazing durability that can withstand anything that you throw at it, and it has an amazing price while providing the same things as other Apple Watches. And even though there are many great things about the Apple Watch SE, it's not perfect, and it has given me some minor problems along the way. The battery could have been better since I'm not a fan of charging my watch every other night, and the watch faces are pretty mid if I'm being honest. But believe it or not, I do believe that there are many people who will like the Apple Watch SE, and hopefully this video will help you decide whether or not it's right for you. Now the SE's display was very minimalistic yet nice. It was very bright, vibrant, and big, but one thing that I will say is that the responsiveness isn't as good as the more pricier watch, but to be honest, once I got used to it, it was pretty much fine. And once you get past that, it honestly feels very identical to the Apple Watch Series 8 and is a joy when it comes to the visual experience, especially when I would change my music using my watch. Now something that I would say wasn't as good as the Ultra or the Series 8 was the fact that the display didn't handle fingerprints as well. Like throughout my day, there were many times where the fingerprints would distract me, and this wasn't the case when it came to the Ultra or the Series 8. And now the last thing that was still really good after a couple months was the responsiveness. Like whenever I was scrolling through the OS, everything felt sleek, and I loved all the little animations within the display. Now the battery on the SE was really amazing, especially when you consider the price. I was able to last almost 2 full days before I had to charge it up again, and during that period, I would check notifications through my watch, change music, make calls, and track my sleep. And the fact that I was able to go to sleep with my watch on for multiple nights was very impressive, especially since I didn't charge it for that long. It was still able to give me more than a day. And one thing that I will say is that if you do get the SE, the biggest benefit is that you'll be able to track your sleep in a much more comfortable manner. Whenever I was sleeping with it on, I barely noticed that it was on my wrist, and it really wasn't that noticeable. And there are times where I'll forget to charge my watch or accidentally fall asleep with it on, but I didn't really worry too much since I have that extra breathing room and can afford forgetting to charge it without having to worry as much. And again, my multiple day period was based on the fact that I went the extra mile and use extra functions. So if you're someone who isn't going to go to bed or use sleep tracking or any other extra features, the battery will last you even longer. Now when it comes to charging, I will usually charge my watch when I'm in the shower getting ready, so it will take me about an hour to charge it to 100%, which was really fast and worth it for the amount of battery life that I got. Now when it comes to watch bands, I was very glad that the SE kept using the same bands as the previous models. Like right here, I have the very comfortable silicone watch band, and it made wearing the watch a much more comfortable experience. It was also very easy to put on, which comes in handy when you have to hurry up and get out of the house for work or for the gym. And this is a personal preference, so if you're someone who does want extra comfort, you can also get the Nike bands, which are about $50 more, but in my opinion are honestly worth it. Now when it comes to software, currently my watch is on watchOS 9, and I will say that in terms of the visual experience, it looks very similar compared to the previous years, but as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Every app that I went into looked very clean and very polished, especially when compared to other smartwatches. Also, everything was very straight to the point, so you're not wasting too much time toggling through your smartwatch. And the only problem that I had with it was the watch faces. The only one that I liked was the geographical ones, but there really weren't any options beyond that. And overall, it still has that same feel as the previous Apple Watch SE, but feels a little bit more smoother and a bit more premium. You get those same functions that you're familiar with, and Apple was really able to capitalize on the aspect. Now when it comes to tracking, it's safe to say that whatever workout or sport that you do in your daily life, the Apple Watch will have a tracker that specializes in that exercise. The main thing I would do is track my biking and treadmill runs, and it was pretty accurate. And my favorite thing about working out with my SE is that it'll notice that I'm on a jog and basically decide to automatically track it for me. But this is a feature in most smartphones, so there's not much different in terms of that. And now the last thing that I liked when it came to the fitness was that after I was done my run, I would check my health app on my phone, and it would tell me every stat of my workout. So not only did I know what was going on, but I also knew what I could improve on. And now coming to my final conclusion, I think that the Apple Watch SE is the best Apple Watch that most people should buy, because you'll actually get your money's worth. And I say this because most people aren't going to use all of the extra functions that the Ultra or the Series 8 have to offer. With the SE, you'll still be able to do most things, and you're still going to get very accurate measurements when it comes to sleep and fitness. You'll still get the latest software, you'll still have an extremely identical look, you'll still be able to get the same apps, and you'll still be able to do mostly everything that the Ultra can do. So the SE is clearly the winner when it comes to value. So overall, I think that most people will be very satisfied and really happy when they buy the SE. Also, if you want a bigger watch, you can get the 45mm version without having to pay an extreme price. But there it is, my review of the Apple Watch SE. Now let me know down in the comments, do you guys think that the Apple Watch SE is the best Apple Watch in terms of value? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.